Okay, so now we're going to talk about calibration grade equipment in test labs. So to define calibration grade, we're talking about it refers to the quality level and the precision of the equipment and instruments and the standards in which it was designed, manufactured, and tested to. Calibration grade load cell, for instance, may be made out of a premium material, may have additional or would have additional strain gauges versus a more non-calibration grade load cell would, and that helps with the accuracy levels for the load cell and result in higher accuracies. Calibration grade instruments and equipment are designed and manufactured to meet certain and very specific accuracy and precision needs. And calibration to ensure the measurement equipment is performing accurately is also critical. And next slide, Jamie. So here's some different types of ways to impart force or to apply force. Direct dead weight. Now this would be a dead weight machine dedicated to applying dead weights automated. It's a very large machine, not very space efficient. It's a very slow type of calibration, but it does yield typically the best, highest or lowest uncertainty levels of any of the types of calibrations that we're going to talk about. Leverage dead weights, that would be in a system, that would be your dead weight stack that you have that you may apply manually, pick them up, put them on a platen or something to apply loads to your load cell, or perhaps through a lever arm and measure torque that way. Again, very low uncertainty levels, but again, can be slow methods for applying load. And then lastly, we have hydraulic force, and that's what Elliot was kind of talking and referring to in one of the previous slides with our hydraulic force load frames that we offer. These are very fast, efficient and quick ways to perform calibrations, and can get down to as low as 0.04% uncertainty with that type of load frame. Again, here we're talking about torque applications, dead weight, and a lever arm. The image on the right. So we've got a calibrated or certified lever arm. We got calibrated or certified weights, and we can generate known torques, the force times distance calculation. On the left would be like a hydraulic actuated system, and can apply higher loads that way. Next slide, Jim. Measurement like voltage and current and resistance measurements. Those should be very high accuracy devices, capable of measuring a wide range of different values. Instrumentation used to measure reference load cells and your device under test. High grade low noise and stable instrumentation is critical in these types of testing. And then also transfer standards or load cell simulators, and this would be used commonly to calibrate your instrumentation, so it inputs known and very precise millivolt per volt inputs into your instrumentation. There's an example of the transfer standard. Each unit is individually calibrated, it's aged and then recalibrated. Strong rugged design, and it's available in multiple step functions. So, whatever your requirements are, that's a great device for calibrating. Here's an example of our 1600 series gold standard load cell. very high accuracy, has a high output, 4 millivolts per volt, has a precision base installed. It has a factory installed thread adapter. So the thread adapter you see on the top of the load cell is installed at the factory, is meant to stay in place. That does help achieve the higher degree of accuracy versus, if a customer installs their own thread adapters. Sensor like this can be used in tension compression and has a 4% lower load limit. 1601 gold standard. Now this is a compression only version of the 1600 that we just looked at. So you can see instead of a thread adapter, we've got kind of a crown surface that you would load against. This is, again, used for compression only. So if you don't need the tension measurement, or perhaps you have a smaller space constriction, this might be more suitable for your application. Same high output, 4 millivolts per volt, 4% load limit, 4% lower load limit. And so that might be more for just compression loading as opposed to tension and compression. And then here we see kind of the ultimate, the 1800 Platinum series. This unit is actually constructed out of a single billet of material. So that thread adapter is not all threaded in, machined into the load cell. So that is all one piece. Very high, accuracies. This unit is capable of to 2% lower load limit range, high precision, tension compression. You'll see that has that's calibration grade load cell there.